Hey there everyone! Alright, so welcome to week 7. It is still unbelievable that I am making these vlogs at all, and at the start of each vlog you'll probably hear me say that it's just unbelievable and amazing that this is even happening at all. So yeah, week 7 this week. Right now the baby is the size of a blueberry, and by the end of the week it's going to be the size of a raspberry, which is just incredible to think of how quickly this baby's growing. I think I read somewhere that it's now 10,000 times bigger than it was at conception, so that's just amazing and incredible. It's still very surreal. I've heard a lot of people say that the surreal feeling will go away eventually, not go away, but eventually things will start to settle in my brain and I'll start to not come to terms, but like we'll realize that this is actually happening, and so far it is still just surreal only. Every now and then I'll like stop myself and be like, oh my goodness, I'm pregnant. It's just, I still can't believe it. So I'm gonna dive right into this vlog, because the first one that I did was 20 minutes, the second one was 17, which was still better than 20 minutes, but I'm gonna try to get this all in as fast as I can, just so that it's not a super long video. So let's just get right to it. It should be a shorter video than before because I don't have quite as much to say. But watch, as soon as I say that, it will be 20 minutes, and especially since I'm ranting like I am right now. Get on with it, Amy. Anyways, so we'll start with symptoms. The symptoms are pretty well just the same as they've been in previous weeks. Nausea, no appetite whatsoever. I still am having cramping. Some days it is more painful than others, but yeah, still having cramping. I'm still tired, although that seems to be getting better, which is kind of concerning because, I don't know, it just seems a little bit early for the tiredness to be going away. And it's not that it's gone. I'm still pretty tired all day long, and I mean, I can't make it past, if I make it past 8 o'clock to go to bed, I'm just a zombie. But it's just during the day, usually like between the hours of like 1 o'clock and like 3:30, I'm sitting at my desk and I'm just like fighting to stay awake and get my work done. But that seems to be no longer around. I'm knocking on wood. It's just, instead of just all tired all at once, I'm just kind of, it's spread out throughout the day now, which is better, but yeah. Did that happen to any of you guys? Have you guys had relief in symptoms this early? Because from what I figured, it would just be getting worse until I hit the second trimester, and then it would start to get better. So some thoughts on that would be great. I still have my back pain, aka ass pain, aka Jason pain, my sciatic nerve pain. It's pretty well just in the evenings. I think it probably, and I have no idea because I haven't really gone to the doctor for this yet, so I'm not sure, but it's fine in the morning, and I think that's because I'm lying down like while I sleep at night, and it takes pressure off the nerve, but then when I get up, and then the pressure and gravity of the day kind of pushes down on the nerve, and so it's worse at night. That's just how I rationalize that in my head. I could be completely wrong, but that's just where I go with that. I can only sleep on one side, my left side. Sleeping on my right side I find uncomfortable. I guess I can do it, but I'm favoring the left side, and before I got pregnant, would always favor the right, so I'm not sure what's up with that. It could be nothing pregnancy related whatsoever, but I'm just sort of attributing anything that's different in my day-to-day life as attributed to pregnancy. So yeah, I'm favoring the left side, which is weird. As tired as I am, I can't sleep in at all. I'm up at 7:30, 8 o'clock every morning, and I'm someone who loves to sleep in, and yeah, I just can't sleep in anymore. which is a bummer because I love to do that. And then, of course, the main one, which is still there, sore boobs. I cannot get over how sore they are, and they're different. My boobs are just, they don't seem like they're my boobs at all. They're definitely bigger. They feel fuller. I don't have any veins or anything yet. I'm not sure when that is actually supposed to start happening. But yeah, they're heavy and they're sore, especially the nipple. Yeah, if I accidentally hit it, oh, it's just awful. And poor Jason, he cannot go near them. No. Back up. Back up. That's, no. So I kind of feel bad for him. But yeah, that's as it goes for symptoms. I think I'm pretty lucky, although, and again, I'm knocking on wood, I guess this week the baby goes through a pretty good growth spurt. It's gonna double in size this week. And so a lot of people get their morning sickness and, all of that really kind of happens for them this week. So I'm hoping that it's just going to be what it is right now and it doesn't get any worse. But with my luck, oh, is somebody coming in? Someone might be coming in, so I'm going to try to hurry. But yeah, with my luck, I'll probably end up getting sick. But as it is right now, knock on wood, like I said, I feel okay. I do feel nausea and I do feel tired and I do feel these pregnancy symptoms, but they're manageable. Any nausea, hey, kitty, get. That was my kitty hissing, if you heard that, because my dog's right there and she tried to jump up onto where the camera is and I stopped her and yeah. Then she hissed at the dog because she's kind of cranky like that. Anyways. Hi, babe. Oh yeah, also I definitely have pregnancy brain. I totally lose my train of thought and there's just no recovering. Oh, what was I saying? Hi, Dusty. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, about the sickness. So, yes, next week will be the test when I do my update next week to see if I made it through the week. And I'm really hoping that if I can make it through this week and have symptoms not get any worse than they are, then I'm really hoping that this is as bad as it's going to get. And if that's the case, I am going to count myself to be extremely lucky and extremely fortunate because I know some get really ill and really tired, and so far I feel okay. I mean, I do feel nausea for sure. Like, don't get me wrong, like this afternoon I took a little bit too long to eat my breakfast and I felt really, really sick, but I mean, it was my own fault because I have to eat right away. But yeah, so next week will be the test to see if I made it through the week, so stay tuned for that, I guess. Last week I said that any questions that you wanted to ask me, feel free. I did get a lot of questions, so thank you very much for asking the questions. And so I just have a couple that I'm going to answer now. A lot of them are questions about my trying to conceive history and mine and Jason's diagnosis as far as infertility is concerned, how long have we been trying to conceive, and things like that. So I think what I'm going to do is, because I got a lot of new subscribers, and thank you new subscribers for tuning in and watching, I really appreciate it. But I think I'll do like a reintroduction video so that everybody can be caught up on mine and my husband's story and what has led up to this point. So any of those kind of questions, if you still have questions about our history and our, how we got here, you can still feel free to ask and I will definitely answer them in that video. So yeah, but any questions like that I'm going to save for that video. I got some questions about baby names. Jason and I do have a boy's name and a girl's name picked out. Not something I'm going to share just yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to wait till the 20-week mark when we know if it's a boy or a girl, or if I'm going to wait till we actually give birth to let you guys know what the name is. But we do have baby names picked out, and I will share them at some point, but obviously, but I'm just not sure when. A birth plan. I was asked what my birth plan might be if I am leaning towards natural birth, home birth, hospital birth, you know, whatever. My natural way I want to go is with a midwife and have a natural birth. I'd actually love to have a home birth, but unfortunately where I live there is no midwifery program or association here in the county that I live in, and I would have to travel probably about an hour or 2 hours to get to the closest one. Any of you that live in Nova Scotia, you know, if you know of where I might be able to find a midwife, maybe you could private message me and I can tell you exactly where I live, because I just don't want to kind of be too specific on here, but I do live in Nova Scotia in Canada, and I don't think that it's going to be a feasible thing for me to have a midwife and to definitely not have a home birth. I think probably what will happen is I will try to have as natural a birth as possible in a hospital. But again, it's pretty early right now. I know that I will have a doula because one of my cousins is a doula, and she's a very, very close cousin of mine, and I would love for her to be my doula. But I don't have any specifics yet about what exactly is going to happen as far as my birth plan is concerned. But later on in the pregnancy, I will absolutely do a full video on exactly what's going to happen or exactly what I would like to happen. I know you can't plan for everything, but so that's that. I got a lot of questions about when we're going to move, if we're going to move, and things like that, because we were putting off in vitro because we were going to save so that Jason and I would be able to move out of my parents' house before a baby came into the picture. And now that a baby is coming into the picture sooner than we figured, we're not going to be out of debt by the time the baby gets here. So Jason and I have to basically decide what we want to do. We have to decide if we're going to move out and still have debt and try to pay down that debt and live very meagerly outside of my parents' house, or if we're going to just bite the bullet, live with my parents for the first however long the baby's born, and get out of debt and then move out. We haven't made that decision yet, but I will definitely keep you guys informed once we do make that decision, but we haven't decided yet. It's still up in the air. I got a lot of people asking me about the nuchal translucency scan as a way to possibly get an ultrasound early. And my doctor did mention it to me at my last appointment. But how she explained it to me, and I have another appointment, just so that you know, I have another appointment this coming Tuesday, December 13th, and I'm going to bring this up again to her then, but how she explained it to me is at 10 weeks, I would have blood work done, and if that blood work came back to read a certain way, then I would get more blood work done at 16 weeks, and then if that blood work came back again reading a certain way, then they would give me a scan to check for whatever it is they check for. Down syndrome and I think spina bifida. I have the information form downstairs, and I'm really sorry that I'm not exactly on the ball with what they're going to do. But from what she explained it to me, it's not a guaranteed scan. It's they do blood work first, and if that blood work comes back saying, yeah, there's a possibility that the baby might have something, then they would do the scan, but only if the blood work came back reading that way. So I'm going to check that again with her on my appointment on Tuesday, and I will let you guys know my next update next week. But that is my understanding of how that works. So I don't think it would give me an ultrasound any sooner than my 20-week ultrasound anyways, so, which really sucks. So, yeah. I got another question of how many kids do I want. Jason and I think would like 3 or 4 kids. But it's dependent. We may only get 1 or 2, however many's in here. And we'll take whatever we have. I doubt that I'll ever be on birth control ever again in my life, just because I don't see the need. We'll take however many children are given to us, barring if I have like 6 or 7 kids, then we might think, well, maybe that's enough. But I really doubt that that's going to happen, so we'll just, however many, ideally 3 or 4. I think that's all of the questions that relate to this, or rather that don't relate to like my history and trying to conceive, and I will do that in a separate video. Other than that, that's it for this update. I have no idea how long I talked, but hopefully it's not as long as the last 2. So let's get up and go have a look at the belly. You can let me know if you think it's growing, and I really love to hear what you guys think, because I sort of don't have too much perspective on it. I mean, I sort of do, but not really, so let's go have a look. Oi! I'm an old lady trying to get up, isn't that awful? Okay. Okay. Alright, my scarf. So, with shirt. Yep, that's a little something, I guess, but I think it was there before. See, I think I was bloated in week 6. At least I was in my picture, but it seems like the bloating has gone down a little bit, but this is still there. Yeah. So, still not too much. What do you guys think, though? Do you think it's getting any bigger? I don't think, but I'm not sure. Last week I think I was bloated, and I think it's gone down this week. But please let me know what you think one more time with the shirt down. I'm excited to get a bigger belly, but I'm trying not to wish like this part away, because, you know, I just want to enjoy every moment. So that's belly, and that is it for week 7. Week 7, I can't believe that we're already in week 7. Well, actually this is the start of week 8, because I'm 7 weeks and 1 day today. So I'm actually in the 8th week. That's just craziness to think of. So thank you for watching. Comment below, let me know if you think my belly's growing. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I love answering questions. So yeah, other than that, I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next week with week 8. Alright, bye for now.